Welcome back! I'm Rinske Dauna, and last week I made this painting. It's sort of like a boho painting in terms of the organic shapes, lines and color palette, but it is very different. It also does represent something very abstract, so more of a botanical scene, or well, that's what I see in it, and also that's what I intend to create. The boho style is really more in the earth tones. And today I'm just feeling more of a blue palette. I don't work a lot with blue and blue shades, but I love blue. You know, I always go for green, as you probably know, but today it is gonna be blue, no green. This process is just so fun. It's so simple, but it's also quite complex because you need to nail the color palette, but also the composition, and that it does represent something, that you see something, but it is abstract. So that's something I truly enjoy. And so what I do is I search a lot in my free time on Pinterest and just on social platforms, but I also follow classes on Craftsy. And Craftsy is your creative platform for a lot of things creative. Craftsy, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. So they have classes on the topics of fitness, recipes for cooking, but also drawing, photography, painting, watercolor, knitting, sewing, a lot. And I found this class and it's called The Art of Identity. And it is about a couple of artists that are creating a self-portrait. They're talking through the creation of their self-portrait, self-reflection, and also about their artistry. Well, if you know me, well, you guys don't know me on that topic, but I don't love to watch series or soaps or anything, but only real things. So I'm drawn to documentaries. So this feels like a mini documentary. So if you want to follow those classes on Craftsy too, then the first 1,000 people that click the link in the description will get a full year of premium access to Craftsy for only $1.49. Today I will be working on this canvas. It's the same size as that one, raw canvas. Let's get started. Let's get started with this first layer. So I mixed up a sky blue and a sky blue together with some ochre yellow. So this is now a beautiful mossy green. Let's create a first shape, a first layer. All right, let's drop some of this blue up here. Oh, it's quite thick. It is quite thick. So I'm doubting to add some of that green. Or leave this one just like this. And just a little bit of the green. Oh, well, there we go. All right, well, let's let this dry and I'll be back. This really dried beautiful. In some lights it looks more blue and in other lights it looks more turquoise. So from where I'm looking at it, it looks more turquoise. So one color I love with a light turquoise is a lilac. So I mixed that up and let's create a second layer on top of this. I'm thinking of like creating something over here. By the way, for you it just takes a couple of seconds, but this, I created this morning and now it's 7:30 in the evening. So now I know it's fully dry, or at least I expect it to be. I'm loving the color that this makes too with the overlapping lines. I will let this dry and I'll be back. I keep saying after every layer, it dried beautiful, and I hope I will continue to say that. So I want to use a dark color now, and I already sketched an outline of a little bit of the shape that I want to do. It's just with pencil, and I can just use my eraser to take it away if it's not needed. But I do want to complement those colors, and what is the best color to complement those is like a permanent violet blue. And so I mixed up a Prussian blue together with a permanent violet, and I think that is gorgeous. This is also a color that I used in one of my botanicals 2 weeks ago, and I love that color so much. But the dark color is such a scary part. It makes it or breaks it. You know, the softer colors I can cover, I think, but dark ones I can't. So, yeah, here goes nothing. Alright, well, this took me quite some time, but I'm pretty happy how this looks. So, you know the drill, let's let it dry. Next day, and time to introduce a new medium, some spray paint. And you might see this and are looking like, what construction did she build? Well, this is paper where I cover my table too. It's paper, if you renovate your home, you cover your floor with this paper. I use it for a lot of things, also for this floor. So what I did was I cut out a shape on this paper, placed it on my painting, and now I want to start using some acrylic spray paint by Amsterdam. And this is a turquoise blue, so I think that would really work out. I did do a test run, and because this is not really attached to the canvas like this, so that's why this is laying up here, so you know it gives more weight up there. Yeah, so let me put on a mask and start spray painting here. So I'm done spraying. I don't know what to make of this at the moment, but let's let this dry a little bit and take everything out. And here it is. That's beautiful. I love this design. It's like this butterfly. Yeah, it's botanical, but it's also like a butterfly. So I did anticipate on this, and I made a picture and I drew this outline and also some white lines. So let me show you. See here. So what I want to do now is create these white lines. I do have my acrylic pencil here. This is quite a scary part also because this is spray paint, so that will act a little bit different. And if I mess this up, then I mess this up, you know, then this composition is not right and the design is probably not feeling how I want this to feel. So this is scary. With this acrylic pencil, I will create the outline and then I will use my brush, a small brush, to touch up this line. So that's what I did there, and I hope that will work out the same here. So I will make them more crisp, maybe try to touch up a little bit, and I will do that off camera. I'll be back with the end result. And here you have it, today's painting. You know what I love about these paintings? The transparent layers are creating shapes on their own, like this one. And this color is so gorgeous, isn't it? And here too. And here as well. I do try to create those shapes that are overlapping to be in the same direction or just helping the composition. But in the end, these lines are really making these paintings. It goes from flat to something interesting. And this time I do see this more as a butterfly. Yeah, babe, free to fly. Here it is. Well, thank you so much for watching. And if you love my videos, then please give it a thumbs up and a comment. You know, it helps my channel tremendously. You know what helps even more? Watching the video a couple of times. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next week, Saturday.